dumbass. You are literally being rewarded for nothing. Everything is going downhill. Society is going downhill. As we all know, we know that depression is going down. It's sinking. It's like the happiness in people is decreasing and depression is rising faster than ever before. We are struggling harder than ever with this as a problem. And well, what is the problem really? It is one simple thing which will be covered in this simple video, in short format, because I promise you, there is only one simple thing, or not simple, but it's one advanced, bigger. It's one of these things that will sound very easy, and then you actually hear it, you will realize, oh shit, it's deeper than I have ever imagined. This is like dark shit that you have not heard anyone else talk about to this extent that I will be talking about in today's video. So, simply, what is it? Yes, the simple fact is that we are being rewarded for nothing, as I went in the beginning. I realized this firstly in video games, but this is also present in exactly everything we do today. Everything is downhill. And I literally mean it. I don't mean it as only as in society goes down and it becomes worse. I mean it as everything becomes easier. And when everything becomes easier, we don't have challenges. We don't have any meaning. We don't have any meaning to live when everything becomes easy. And that is the problem. When you only have downhills, everything that is uphill is worthwhile, but that is the problem. You have the comfort. You have a problem with going outside of that comfort, because the sadness that you're feeling is comfort, and your brain would rather feel the sadness short term to just be uncomfortable, because when you step out of the comfort zone, your brain won't understand and won't know how it will feel, how it will be perceived and how it will feel. Meaning that you're in a new space. That is what your brain wants. Your brain wants comfortability and familiarity. That isn't what you will get with this. So, what's simple is this? Everything that is worthwhile is uphill. That is something that we need to remember. Something we also want to remember, dumbass, you little lazy sack of potatoes, is the simple fact rather than that. Because here's the thing, I first understood this in games, as I said. I was, today's age actually, I was 20. We were digging up games at the SNES, or NES rather, meaning the first, the classical pixelated Mario, like the first one of those we played. And I actually thought about it, and I just felt when I played it, damn, this is actually pretty hard. And even the consoles, because I own every one of the consoles, and when I played the rest of them, I felt too like, damn, this is pretty much harder, these 40-year-old games, I know what I am used to. And then it clicked that games in general have become much easier nowadays than what they were back in the day. So basically what happens is that you get rewarded for nothing. You do the same shit, but it is easier, it isn't as challenging, and it doesn't feel as rewarding when you get it. Because imagine how you would perceive Lamborghinis if they weren't hard to get. If they were common, if they were on the roof at all, would you be surprised if you saw one drive by? Probably not, and that is the case. Now they are rare, because they are challenging to get. And why are they challenging to get? Yes, because they are expensive and many people don't have that kind of money to buy a Lamborghini. But you will have soon, if you follow my advice. And that is the problem here. Many of these things are cool to have, and most people would rather stay in their comfort zones. But here's the thing, are we, most people, are you willing to be the people who are in the comfort zones, whose life would go to shit? Or do you want to break out of the comfort zone, even if your brain tells you that you want to be in the comfort zone because it knows the familiarity here, and you just want to escape the sadness that you feel now, the meaninglessness. New word invented even. Do you want to feel meaningless? You probably don't. So why do you still do this? You have a choice to take today. You can literally today just say fuck it after you watch this video and be like, yeah, okay, actually it's pretty damn right. I should probably at least try this. Because that is the truth. Everything, your comfort is a coffin. If, like donkeys, if you sit there and do everything going downhill, it's like things over time, it's just becoming easier and easier, meaning that it will feel more and more meaningless as more and more things are replaced by whether it's AI deliveries, etc. Things are changing quick, and you will soon have nothing left to do if you don't make sure that you challenge yourself. That is why you can't, and you need to be in front of the line and realize that you can't just fuck around and do nothing. You need to do something more. You need to challenge yourself so that you can feel the specialty, the rarity, and get a real reward for real hard work. Because modern life doesn't represent that. Modern life avoids discomfort at all costs, because it seemed to be as easy as possible. But that is what our brain is wired to do. But just because our brain is wired to make everything easy doesn't mean that everything is supposed to be easy, and that we shouldn't challenge ourselves to become better. And that is a problem. Many people in Gen Z have forgotten that is what that our parents used to do so, and even older generations. Because most of us don't know what discomfort are. We just exist and just expect life and everything to fall into our laps. But guess what? If everything did that, nothing would feel special and nothing would be fun. That is why you're even sad today, because the things, and most things, even from when you were a child, like if we say that you're 15 now, 5 years younger than me, and watching this, even when you were 5, things were much more, you were supposed to do it yourself. Like that was only 10 years ago. 10 years before that, we didn't even have smartphones, and then it was much, even less things we could do because we couldn't even use these fuckers. 10 years before that, 9 to 5, here we start getting to the point where home computers come. Like, imagine this, how much more challenging and nice it probably felt to do something when we didn't even have computers. I'm not saying that you should limit yourself with technology to reach your capabilities, but what I am saying is that you need to challenge yourself, even if you have the possibility to make things easy for you, because in the long run that will just fuck you over and you feel worthless. Have a nice day, dogs. Bye.